Now, listen to me. If you're a young person and you just made your first million, it could be 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, 10 million, whatever. One of the worst investment decisions you will make is to buy a land and keep. Yes, let me explain. You see, as a young person, you just made your first million. The first thought that should be in your mind is, how do I make this money work for me? Probably you made this money out of your savings, or you just got paid at maybe a very big project you did or something, like whether it's a business, whatever. You just made your first million. What you should be thinking is, how do I make this money work for me? How do I compound this money? In the next 2 to 3 years, 4 years, can I be able to account for this money? These are the thoughts that should be running through your mind. Now remember, at this state of your investment journey, you have a very low risk appetite. And one of the things that you cannot afford to do is to invest in something that is highly volatile. You know what I mean? Now, one of your safest place to invest is in real estate, but only when you do it the right way. Now, let me explain. Now, there are three basic business model in real estate. Number one is land banking. Here you buy, you keep for a long time, you sell. As a new person, you cannot afford to wait for that land to give you what you want, right? Number two is development. Here you buy land, you develop it, and you sell. You probably build on it, you sell the houses. This one, you cannot even dare to go into this one because it requires, more money, right? Is capital intensive. So you cannot afford to do this one. And you need a lot of experience in order for you to venture into this one. All right. Now, the third one is land retailing. Here you buy, you sell. You don't even need to develop it. You don't even need to wait for a long time. You buy, it's just like you going to buy iPhone XR from China in bulk, and you come to retail to others, bit by bit. So this one is the one that you should be looking at, because this one, yes, it is low risk because it is real estate. You can see, feel, and you can touch it, right? Remember, I said that at this stage, you do not need investment that is high risk or very volatile. You know those kind of investment that you make online that is very volatile. You need to invest in something that you can see, you can feel, you can touch, and it keeps growing as well. Now, how do you utilize this land retailing business model? Since you are a new person in the business and you need to make your money real quick, you need to compound your money real quick. Yes, it does not require much experience, but you also need guidance. That is where we come in. That is why we have done what is called buy to sell or buy back. Now, this requires you to come into the business. You can even start with as low as ₦1 million. You buy, and we will sell it for you in 6 months or in 12 months, and you get your return. You can be making as much as 20% every 6 months or 45% every 12 months. You don't need to do anything. All we need to do is to buy. You will see what you're buying. You can see the land. You know where you're buying, and we will sell it for you in 6 months. That is where you compound your money. All right. That is the kind of business model that you need to go into as a newbie. Someone who wants his money real quick and yet is still enjoying the dividends in real estate investment. I hope this makes sense to you. My name is Victor, and I'll see you in my next video.